Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco versus PAL Top Executive Stanley Nang. So Dad, marami mga pinag-uusapan ngayon na nasa hot seat or nasa hot water na daw ang ating Tourism Secretary na si Cristina Frasco. Kasi marami mga critics from the content creators tulad nila Carlo Ople na sinasabi na bakit ganun ang ating Tourism Secretary has not really been doing much of a great job in her role as a Tourism Secretary. In fact, nung inanalyze ng content creator na to na sa Twitter or sa X account ng Department of Tourism, 6 months na daw walang post ang Department of Tourism account. And nung nag-post sila nung December or nung after 6 months, ang post na to basically ginigreet ng happy birthday at nilagay ang mukha ng ating cabinet secretary, ng tourism secretary. At dun sa mga magazine features, imbis na ang fini-feature yung mga magagandang tanawin or magagandang tourist spot ng Pilipinas na dapat i-market sa abroad, ang fini-feature parate ay ang mukha ng cabinet secretary na si Cristina Frasco. At maraming mga netizens din gumawa ng mga parang memes na the best destinations in the Philippines, Bohol, tapos mukha ng ating cabinet secretary, Baguio, tapos mukha ng ating cabinet secretary. So basically, yung mga iba't ibang destination ang pinopromote yung mukha ng cabinet secretary. So it's become a running meme or joke ng mga netizens na basically ang nagiging marketing strategy ng tourism ang mga selfie ng ating tourism secretary. Ngayon naman, ugong-ugong ayon sa billionaire.com article na ang tinitignan ng ating gobyerno na palitan na itong tourism secretary ng isang top executive na galing sa Philippine Airlines dahil ito ay may karanasan na sa pagiging executive na nagpapatakbo ng isang kumpanya at may marunong mag-promote ng ng kumpanya at ng mga marunong humakot ng customers. Ngayon naman may mga kritisismo din sa pagfo-float ng pangalan ni Stanley Nang kasi sinasabi ng mga tao sa comment section at mga analyst na bakit ganun si Stanley Nang ang tinitignan nilang pampalit sa tourism secretary? Kung i-analyze mo ang mga marketing ng Philippine Airlines, ang kanilang main goal or target is kumuha ng mga overseas Filipinos pumunta sa Pilipinas. Mga Pilipino din ang mga minamarketan nila, hindi talaga mga tunay na mga foreigner na talagang papasok tulad ng mga taga-Amerika, Europa, or mga galing sa Japan, Korea, na mga Orientals, na mga may pera. Ang tinatarget nila is kapwa Pilipino din. So, anong experience niya sa pagmamarket to other foreigners? Now, let's analyze these two. Dad, I have my own comments, but I want to hear yours. What can you analyze that these two are bringing or can bring to the table in terms of promoting the Philippines as a tourist destination? Let's talk about Cristina Frasco and Stanley Nang.
Well, unahin natin si Secretary Cristina Frasco because I think before she was appointed,
She was a mayor of Liloan.
She was a mayor of a city or a place in Cebu province, no? So, yung kanyang capabilities more as a politician, as more as mass-oriented personality, no?
Exactly.
So, yung kanyang talent or skills or capability, yun ang background niya. Si Stanley Nang naman, he's more of a pilot if I'm not mistaken, no? So, he's more like a technical person or operational person rather than a marketing person. Then you have to go back in history. When was the last time or during the period of the past, when were those periods that we had a lot of tourists coming in, no? Kasi in fairness to Secretary Frasco, kasi nga bumagsak din yung mga turista galing sa China, which is one of the major contributor in the Philippines at time as far as tourism ng panahon ni Pinoy at saka hanggang panahon ni Duterte.
May handicap siya coming in.
Correct, sila yung mga main drivers kasi. No? So ngayon kasi nagkaroon tayo ng hidwaan sa China, so medyo nabawasan yun in fairness to her. But at the same time kasi, yung mga naging weakness dito, parang nagkulang si Secretary Frasco sa mga marketing and promotional activities na focusing on the destinations of the Philippines. No? And kung titingnan mo kasi, for example, no, yung ating directions, no? Kasi nga, as a marketing person or as advertising person, dapat may focus ka kasi may target niche ka eh. And you have to be reasonable and logical with your target. So ano ba dapat yung mga targetin mo? First, of course, kung limited yung budget mo, yung mga proximate areas, no? Yung mga proximate areas na possible na maging turista sa ating bayan. So ano yung mga yan? Unahin natin, isa-isahin natin. Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong. Yan yung mga medyo may kaya na pumunta sa ating bansa.
Exactly.
At they have spending power and they're very close, very proximate. So it's very easy, very convenient
Low-lying
for
fruits.
them to come. Yun ang sinasabi natin. So dapat kung limited yung budget, doon lamang nakafocus yun. doon sa 5 bansa muna o 6 at the most, no? Then second, meron ka ring target areas na lamang na i-promote. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng i-promote lahat, malilito lang ang mga tao. So ano ba yung naging promotion dati sa ating bayan ng panahon ni President Pino, yung More Fun in the Philippines, di ba?
Exactly, oo.
Finocus natin yung Boracay, finocus natin yung Coron, finocus natin yung El Nido, Siargao.
Top
yung mga
destinations.
top destinations lang, ilimit natin para sa ganun nakafocus din yung mga attention ng mga possible tourists sa ating bayan.
Exactly, oh.
Because you have limited budget. If you have limited budget, you have to have a laser-focused type of marketing and
Yes.
advertising direction.
Oo.
So these are the things that should have been done to bring up tourism in our country because dumausdos nga no? In fact, it's not growing, it has declined, no? So yun ang nagiging challenge samantalang sa ibang bansa like Thailand, Indonesia, they had much more tourists than us, like Malaysia. Take note na Malaysia ang gumawa ng advertising slogan ng Malaysia which is still being carried on until today for the last 30 years. Malaysia truly Asia.
Yes, oo.
Filipino ang gumawa nun from an advertising agency. So what we're saying is, you need the right person for the right job, di ba? For Secretary Frasco, she would have been good in DILG or something that's involving local government, di ba?
Exactly.
So ngayon kung sabihin naman natin Stanley Nang is more of a pilot and operations person. So he might have experience as an executive running Philippine Airlines, but again, the focus is also very limited, di ba? So dapat yan, ang kailangan ng ating pamahalaan, yung mga nasa advertising at marketing, na talagang sanay sila sa tourism promotion. Parang sa ganun, wala nang learning curve. Because what we need now is more tourists to come to our country. Because for every 10 tourists that comes to the Philippines,
A job is
at
born.
least 1 or 2 jobs are created. So, for retail, for hotels, for services. No?
Yes.
So, that's why it's very important, not only that they create jobs, but they pay additional taxes to the government kasi
Exactly.
may mga taxes yan pag bumili sila rito at mga ginastos nila, may mga taxes lahat yan, pati mga travel tax, etc. Maraming klaseng taxes na binabayaran ng
Yes.
turista pag pumasok sila sa Pilipinas, sa mga hotel, sa mga pagkain, etc. So, that's why it's very important for us to bring up the tourism because that's one of the major economic driver. In fact, in Thailand, that's the major economic driver. So, we need that, no? But again, the question of capability is very concerning kasi nga sinasabi natin, no, kung may sakit ka sa puso, ang kailangan mo cardiologist.
Exactly.
Hindi mo kailangan ng pediatrician. Hindi ba? Ibang klaseng talento. Yun, bagamat pareho silang doktor. No? Kung sira yung tubo mo, yung tumutulo yung tubig mo, kailangan mo tubero, hindi electrician. So it's just finding the right person to do the right job. Because the job is very important for the success of our nation.
And one of the interviews of Tourism Secretary Frasco in the past is she was focused on developing tourism infrastructure para yung mga resorts or yung mga destinations na hindi ma-reach before, yun naman daw ang mabigyan ng tulong. Now, for me, this is very, people will have sides on whether this is the right direction or not because if you're focused on infrastructure, then you're more of thinking as a mayor or thinking of a public works secretary kasi as infrastructure for those who are not reached, that means are they also saleable? Kaya nga walang infrastructure na develop doon. Although, syempre, there's the other argument na hindi sila nabebenta or hindi sila nabibigyan ng chance na umangat kasi wala silang infrastructure. What's your perception on this?
Well, sa akin kasi it's a matter of priority, no? Hindi naman natin sinasabing mali yun na bigyan ng pagtuunan ng pansin yung infrastructure, no? Kasi meron naman tayong TSI, yung tourism agency na involved sa mga infrastructure, but they're also moving quite slow, no? Kasi nga they're being brought down by a lot of bureaucratic processes also, no? So plus may mga PPP arrangements pa na napakahirap din ang proseso kaya nga talagang napakabagal ng infrastructure development when it comes to tourism. But when it comes to prioritization kasi, syempre ang important kasi ito, prioritize first in bringing in the clients to certain areas na develop na. Because pag nagkaroon nun, then eventually magkakaroon ng spillover effect yan. So doon ka na lang sa spillover effect babawi. Pero in the meantime, focus on the areas that are already successful and make it more successful. Then that will create or generate spillover developments. And then let the private sector do it because the government is not in the business of getting involved in businesses. No? The basic role of government is to help businesses succeed, not make it difficult for them. When the government becomes a burden or a bureaucratic hurdle, then that becomes a detriment to the success of any nation.
Meron naman mga nagko-comment na tulad ng ating content creator na si Carlo Ople na sinasabi, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Bakit pa binago yung It's More Fun in the Philippines campaign? In fact, it was already a very successful campaign and tourism secretaries tend to have this vanity effect na if they don't create a new slogan, hindi makikredit sa kanila. But in reality naman talaga, it's not about who creates the better slogan, who creates the better results, hindi ba, Dad?
Correct, no? So yung sinasabi natin, it's not about us. When you serve the government and when you serve the country, it's not about you. It's about the people who will benefit because of you. And your legacy will be built based on that. It's not about what will benefit you. It's what will benefit the people, because at the end of the day you will be rewarded based on that, if not here in this world, at least by our creator. You know what ang point of view dito, kasi nga kung nagse-serve ka sa government for personal or selfish interest and motivation, then we are so sorry, because at the end of the day you are going to make people suffer and you are going to sacrifice a lot for the sake of yourself. Yun ang point natin.
On my personal take naman, as I analyze Tourism Secretary Frasco, I see her as a good manager, as a good administrator, and her background as a mayor, she's really a good administrator. No, she knows how to reach out. Kumbaga, the way that she's thinking, she's trying to reach out to those who are less equal in life. Kumbaga, she's applying that in her role as a tourism secretary. Yun nga lang, the job of tourism secretary is so different from a mayor, kaya parang doon nagkakaroon ng incongruencies. Kumbaga, kaya hindi siguro na-appreciate yung kanyang talent, but she's a very talented person if only she can be put in a right role. Kumbaga, maybe interior and local government or anything similar to administration rather than promotion, kasi tourism secretary is very different from a politician role. Parang ang nakikita ko dito, one has to be magaling sa paghikayat ng customer. Kumbaga, hindi ka the type of person who will administrate, but you're the type to sell, try to gain more people to come to you, hindi ba, Dad?
Correct, no? Kasi selling activity or selling talent or skills and capabilities is really very unique, no? So kinakailangan you have to find good salespeople to do selling. Kasi kung ilalagay mo isang operational person sa sales job, talagang mahihirapan niya kasi iba yung kanyang mindset, iba yung kanyang methodologies. Ang marketing and sales kasi, even marketing and sales, these are two different functions. Take note, no? Marketing is good in promotions, in advertising, etc. Selling is different. Selling is actually delivering the result. So you need the combination of two into one person as much as possible, or get a good salesperson and then get as undersecretary na magaling sa marketing, or get a good marketing person as a secretary and get a USEC as a selling person, so that they become a team, because these are two different talents, no? As a leader, as a professional manager, you have to understand that there are different talents for different kinds of jobs.
Exactly.
If you put the wrong person in the wrong job, even if he's so talented, you will not get the desired results, because what is the objective ba for tourism? Tourism is to sell, to create interest for people to come to our country so that they will spend their money here, and in the process they create jobs and they pay taxes.
Exactly.
That's the goal of a tourism secretary. You're a marketing person, you're a salesperson, combined as much as possible, no? So if you have that, then ibang talent yon. Iba naman yung running and administration, ibang talent din yon, no? So in fairness to Secretary Frasco and to Stanley Nang, they have their own skill set na napaka-unique and exceptional by themselves.
Yes.
But again, is this the right role for the person? Yun ang next
Exactly.
question dito.
So mga kababayan, dito sa Ilocano Defenders Party List, naniniwala kami na right education, right job. That's why we're promoting that everyone take a college degree that will get them right jobs, science, technology, marketing, management, and you will get into good roles and good opportunities. That's why we're promoting right education, not just any education, kasi may mga nagsasabi college is a scam. Yes, it is a scam if you take the wrong roles in life. If you take the wrong courses for the wrong jobs, then you will never get the right opportunities. That's why we're promoting science, technology, management, marketing. These are the right jobs, then the right education. You will get right roles and right jobs. That's why if you get people with the right education and fit them into the right jobs, you will see a successful Philippines, aangat ang Pilipinas. Kaya para sa edukasyon, ako si Morgan Sain, yung coach ng bayan.
Ang aming sinusulong sa Ilocano Defenders Party List ay madagdagan ang inyong kaalaman at karunungan. Mas maganda kung makakapagtapos kayo ng kolehiyo o nang sa ganon mas maraming oportunidad na mapupunta sa inyo. Dahil kahit na tumanda na kayo, pwede pa rin kayo magkatrabaho. Kung talagang hindi naman kaya magkapagkolehiyo dahil medyo may kakulangan kayo sa abilidad, then at least i-strengthen nyo yung vocational skill set ninyo para sa ganon makapagtrabaho rin kayo, mabigyan kayo ng mas magandang hanap buhay. So at the end of the day, what we're saying is, we are fighting and we are aspiring for every Filipino to have a better education, to have the right skill set, and to have a good skill set so that they will have a better future in their life. Ako po si Michael Sain, yung dad ng bayan.